What are things that move us forward in life, really? Is it only in times of struggle where we have the opportunity to grow and overcome something? Or can there be jewels that we can discover in other areas that propel us forward into our dreams and destiny on a more continuous and daily basis? This is what I want to share with you today. So come on and grow with me. Hello, my friend. My name is D. Grant Smith, the relationship growth farmer. Everything in life is really two things. Number one, it's a relationship or a connection that we have with energy. We ourselves are energy. God slash the universe slash source is energy. Other people are energy, and all the things all around us, they're all energy. You, my friend, are the one person that you cannot live without. So, our connection with ourselves is very, very, very important. And our connection with God and other people all comes from our individual connections with ourselves, our individual wholeness, and it extends outward from within us. And that's what this channel is all about. That's what growth farming is. Helping you transform your life, your spiritual journey, and your relationships with others. And I invite you to join me in this growth farming journey on an even more expansive basis, where we cover even more stuff at growthfarming.com. One of the other things that we cover on the growth farming platform is the second thing that everything is, which is a story. We're all creating stories every single day, and being conscious of the stories that we are creating and writing about who we are, who God is, who other people are, how the world works, and everything else determines our life experiences. So to change your life is to change your story. And I've got a lot of inspirational stories I would love to share with you once again at growthfarming.com. Now, with that said, here is something that will help you grow your relationship with yourself, with God, with other people, as well as look closer at the stories that you have written about who you are, and ways to find the fuel and the jewels to move you forward in your life, no matter where you are today. We're going to talk about the hidden message, transformation in unexpected places. Let me tell you a personal story. When I was a kid, my family and I, we would watch movies together. We watched all kinds of movies together. But at the end of every movie, my parents would ask my sister and I, "What lesson did you learn from this?" And this began my process of looking into the story more than just the basic subject matter or entertainment factors to find a deeper meaning. And it carried it over into my adult life as well, and in other areas of my life. I still find myself looking for and finding hidden philosophical and spiritual truths inside of most things, like novels and TV shows and movies and news items and all kinds of other stuff, even advertisements that sometimes pop up on YouTube. And I find that this is one of the most powerful ways to teach other people as well. That's why I'm here. So what's hidden inside the story is just for us to see. Maybe you are familiar with Bruce Lee. Most people are. Martial arts master, world-renowned badass, but he was also a philosopher and a very powerful teacher. And he's credited for saying that the real teacher doesn't state what the truth is. He simply points towards it. The teacher trusts that the student and the universe will find the truth for themselves and allow that to impact them individually. A great story has this capacity. Yet often, what we believe makes a story great is something that is much different. A great story impacts us on a personal level because we're able to see ourselves in one or more of the characters. And in this dynamic, we see our own journeys more clearly and are able to give ourselves the grace, compassion, and hope that we need. Whereas we might otherwise dispense judgment or criticism to ourselves for making mistakes, I found that teaching the power of divine love through storytelling is not only one of the best ways for me to communicate life lessons learned through experience, but it's also one of the most fun. For anybody who is a fellow writer or author or creator. Would you agree with that? One example from my own work that immediately comes to mind is a short episodic series that I began in early this year, which is 2022. And that is The Adventures of Tigwick. And in this short episodic series, it plays out like a private journal written by my cat named Tigger, who's this orange, beautiful, chirpy little tabby cat. The whole series plays out like a journal written by him to all of humankind, all of humanity. And Tigger, aka Tigwick, is both a counselor and also an intergalactic superhero mixed together inside this series. It's called The Adventures of Tigwick, and you can get it at growthfarming.com. On one hand, in the series, Tig dispenses this brilliant wisdom on how humans can love ourselves and each other, and in doing so, actually save the world from all of the problems that we have here on planet Earth. And on the other hand, he dispenses his superpowers to defend the universe, along with his other pet allies, from an invisible force on the outside of the universe, the outside edges that want to spread indifference throughout the universe and destroy all that makes life good. And each episode was actually written through a combination of inspiration from actual events, things that I have experienced with my cat, and also some philosophical truths that I've been discovering in my own journey. And as I've chosen to take a different perspective on regular, ordinary things to find a deeper lesson in them, these wonderful, brilliant, beautiful ideas keep coming up to the surface. In the process, my life has been transformed, and so has my writing. Every day, there are wonderful opportunities given to us by our divine source of endless love for us to experience a continual transformation process. But are we willing to open ourselves up to them? Parts of this gift in seeing the deeper meaning or the truth that's hidden in plain sight is the opportunity to share it. And that's why I do what I do, both in my writing and in making videos like this. I am all about teaching you, other people, and teaching myself in the process, because teaching is one of the greatest ways of learning how to cultivate more love and abundance in my inner garden of my heart, in my mind, in my consciousness. This is the practice that I call growth farming, because each one of us are a garden of thoughts and beliefs and feelings. What we plant, cultivate, and foster within the inner parts of us comes out in our actions, our attitudes, and behaviors, because it's all energy. And also, what is inside of us is what we are going to attract more of into our lives, which leads us to live out the stories that we write for and about ourselves within our own consciousness. In the ongoing transformation process, we have the opportunity to tell ourselves new stories about who we are, who our source is, and how the world works. We learn, heal, and grow through the power of the stories we tell about ourselves and about others. Every day is a series of opportunities for us to see the stories we've consciously and unconsciously written about who we are, and change or edit and revise these stories to reflect the person that we want to be. And short stories are a beautiful way to experience this, because each story impacts each one of us in a unique and individual way. The universe, God, source, whatever you want to call that, leads us individually to receive exactly what we need. And I'm honored to have the opportunity to be a conduit in this process. That's why I do what I do, both in storytelling form and in teaching form. And that's why I share everything that I have here with you guys right here, as well as my own personal platform, which once again is growthfarming.com. But I'm curious about you. I'm curious how you see yourself as a storyteller in this cosmic journey of life. Maybe you're like me and you've got tons of these little guys all over the place. I've got journals everywhere. I'm writing stuff constantly. Maybe that's not you, and that's totally fine. Either way, you're still a storyteller. Do you use writing and or storytelling to teach the life lessons that you have been given so that others can benefit from them? If not, that's totally fine. But I encourage you to use your own story the story you're living right now, to find some deeper, hidden lessons that can be a benefit to others who are traveling on a very similar path as you, because we learn and grow from each other. The power of your stories to transform lives is immeasurable. Believe it. I do. I believe in you. Now, let this sit with you. The power of storytelling, you as a storyteller, regardless of what your profession or career field is, you're still a storyteller because you're writing the story about your life right now. And you as somebody that is growing, loving energy from within you. And the universe being something that is giving you all kinds of beautiful truths hidden in plain sight all around you right now. Sit with that for a moment and leave a comment below that you're on board with opening up yourself to the hidden truths all around you today. Type, "I open myself to the universe to teach me new things today" in the comments below, and let me join your energy in this. I appreciate you being with me today. Be sure to subscribe and come back for more growth farming tools. I believe in you, and I'll see you soon.